Hey, coaches, welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip. I'm making this recording the day after Christmas 2023. I've been thinking for a few days. I've got several things in the fire as far as videos go. And I remembered that I did a big A-gap power video last Christmas. And I said, hey, let's make that a Christmas tradition. So blocking the A-gap power with double teams at the point of attack. A tradition like no other. Let's get started. All right, I'm going to do my best not to go too long, okay? But we got several videos. I won't talk through all of them. I got a lot of notes I want to share with you. A lot of South Dakota State, and then it was from the D3 national title game. I've got one clip from that, but let's look real quick at what we got. Now, right here, you got a goal line situation. This is going to turn into a gap down backer and hit a little bit wide because they're going to try to fill up the backfield and shoot gaps. So let's look what we have right here. Defense a little late lining up. They got trips down here at the bottom. There's a guy off the screen. Notice the lines. Everybody, there's no combo double team in here. They're going to fill up these gaps. Both linebackers are going to get caught up. And by the way, great time to plug it. The gap down backer offensive line manual is still available. Make a great addition to your collection of resources. See at the end of the video how to get that and how we block gap down backer. But right here, this turns into gap down backer. The H, I'm going to call this guy an H, the sniffer, is going to J block right here. He's going to get this cat. So what about this guy? Well, he's slanting in here. The tight end lets him get inside of him and then washes his butt down too. No, excuse me, that was another one. This is where the wrapper turns into a kicker. Okay, watch this. And he gets that guy, my bad. And it turns into like almost a double trap. You're going to get a J block here, a kick out here, a double kick out. And then you're going to get a kick here on this cat right here. So he turns into a kicker. And watch, the guy does a good job of squeezing. The dude from Colorado State squeezes like crazy, but he ain't got enough rear end to be squeezing that thing, the power, all the way down in a goal line situation. And I know they're playing a 1AA team. This is South Dakota State, but these cats are pretty big. You're talking 280s, 290s, 300 pounds. If y'all haven't seen them play, South Dakota State, they beat North Dakota State twice in 2023, once in the semifinals. But watch him. He turns into a kicker, and he ends up kicking this guy. Because the rule always is, when do you not block the backer when you're a wrapper? When that squeezer squeezes all the way down to your path, to your track, if you will. Watch. And we'll go ahead and let it keep going and get to the end zone shot. Okay? All right, watch. So he's going to come right here to wrap, but this cat's going to squeeze all the way down. All right, the tight end comes all the way down in here. You get a down block, back block, wrap, gap hinge right here. So they're moving right before the snap, talking about the defense. That doesn't affect them because they have a path. They have a track that they block. Good skip pull here by the backside guard. He's looking. There's the down block. He's coached to hug the down blocks, get as tight to the down blocks as he can, close enough to strike a match. That's all in the gap down backer manual. This guy squeezes down to his path right here, and so he gets him. Boom, right there. So the wrap turns into a kick. Running back, he don't even worry about hugging the down blocks. He's just gone. He's going to get that 2 yards. All right, here's another one. Again, same ball game. The running back is going to bounce it. And I hate saying bounce because bounce has such a negative connotation to it. Maybe bend is a better term because he really and truly had no option. This dude squeezes like a son of a gun. Right there. If he's engaged, a good running back is going to make a blocker right as long as that blocker is engaged with the block. South Dakota State, by the way, they run all their power out of pistol that I've seen, and they do it on the backside. But I'm saying the ball's handed off, so everything bends. We did that a few years ago. We had a couple of good pistol type backs, and we ran a lot of power that way. And instead of running it play side, we would hand it off backside. And that gives you your backside RPO if you want it. But also it almost turns power into counter. And then when you do run counter, it bends just like the power does. So it's literally the same play. When you do it backside out of pistol, the handoff, the counter and the power become the same play, except the blockers exchange. Now the lineman's the kicker, and the H, the sniffer, becomes the wrapper. That's enough on that. We talk about that in the book too. So he makes that right. Okay, good job walling off inside. There's no pursuit. All that's left is DBs to come. But that's the play side safety right there, and it's too late. All right, now this is really cool right here. All right, the wrapper, the backside guard, does a good job with an aggressive plugger. He's going to end up wrapping to the Mike backer right here, who inserts. The H, going to motion over, is going to J block this backer who's not even on the line. So often when we think of J blocks, we think of, J block in man line scrimmage, which would be this cat right here. But he's going to slant inside. Tight end's going to get him. Tackles down, guards down, center's back, gap hinge on backside, wrapping right here. Here comes your motion. So there's your backside handoff like we talked about on the last clip. Boom. See, instead of just taking off, he takes like the tight end, takes like a timing step and allows that guy to choose where he's going to go. And I'm going to show you something on that goes along with the way we block the 3-3 stack or even the 3-4, an odd front. But watch what happens. He picks up that inside foot, puts it down. If the guy slants inside, he's got him. Or, just is responsible. He may be in a 7. And if he goes out, he continues on down to the next level right here and gets a backer. And then he will J block him. Watch what happens. He disappears inside. H does a good job reading the block, and he J blocks a linebacker coming from depth. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? He J blocks this cat coming from depth right here, and he gets him right there. Okay? They're so well coached. And it turns into a whale of a play. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the end zone shot. Now you see what I'm talking about. All right, so he is in a 7. Okay, so you got a 7, you got a 1, because he's not a 0. 0 to me is right here. See, he picks his foot. He's not in a hurry. He's not going to run up the tight end's backside, not going to run up the tackle's backside. He picks his foot up and puts it down. Watch. He gains a little ground. Boom. Look, he's coming right here. He's coming inside. So he can J block that end if that end had gone out. So if that end had done this, you'd have got this. But he picks that foot up, gains very little ground. Sometimes people think being aggressive just flying your ass off the football, but that's not true. You just wind up, shooting your wide and whiffing, and you're on the ground, and you turn around and you guys made the tackle. You can be aggressive without just flying off the football because defenses today are so cockeyed sophisticated. Picks foot up. Look, he sees his butt right here, so he goes out. If his butt had been out here, he'd have gone in. Well, he still would have J blocked, but he'd J blocked from the inside. Boom. Look here. Good job fitting up on the inside shoulder of that backer. Now watch your wrapper. Your backside guard, your left guard in this case. Look where he's fitting up. These dudes are so well coached. Notice how tight the wrapper is to the down block. Look, very little space in there. That comes from umpteen reps. Learning not to trip over the heels or step on the back of his ankles or whatever. and he's staying tight, tighter, tightest to the down block so he can he can fit up on this guy so this guy can't get in there and blow the play up, make it spill. Okay, this is the same way the H and the play side tackle should block versus an odd front. Let's go back a little bit, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, I want you to pretend for me, okay? You're not too old to pretend. Pretend this is the tackle, and they're playing an odd front, so this guy's in a 4-eye. He's going to come right here, but he's going to pick that foot up, put it down, see what that cat's doing. That cat comes in here, boom, right there, okay? That cat comes out, the H and J block him, and your tackle, remember, we're pretending that's the tackle, that our end split out, or we're running it to the weak side. We'll go down inside and wind up on this guy. He'll J block the end that goes out, and you'll end up wrapping right here. But it's the same technique you would use if you didn't have a tight end and your H was lined up in the B gap or behind the B gap instead of the C gap. That's what I've been trying to see. If you go back and look at the other power videos and the diagrams, that's what we got. That big bend all the way back. That's a pretty thing. They do a great job. You're going to see this thing's going to snap, crackle, and pop. Let me go ahead and run it, then we'll rewind it. This is Division III. This is Cortland and North Central. All right, now, remember when I told you another way to block the power is let the backside guard pick up the backside backer? Well, in this case here, they've gone to an unbalanced set. They're trips, end over. This cat here is not eligible. There's another one out here. I blew it up to get tight so you could see the play a little better because it was an all 22 thing. And it was just from from another galaxy. It was so high up. So I zoomed it in, and that's why it's a tad bit fuzzy. But he's going to wrap to him. Now pretend, again, that this cat is right here. This backer, the wheel backer, and I'm going to show you this on a diagram, okay? Right here. Combo double team these. Now you're going to see these two, the guard and tackle. The guard's going to come off, and the backside guard and play side guard are going to end up double teaming the Mike. And they put him flat on his back. You got hat for a hat, and you can stay on your double team and combo double team to this Will. And if he's way out here wide like this guy is, literally, he can smell the box from where he is, but he's outside that 5-tech right here. He's outside the 5-tech. So he's technically out of the box. So combo double team to the Will and then wrap to the Mike with the backside guard. And you go back and look at some of the other videos and power videos, and I'll have them linked up in the descriptions and comments down below. All right, so you can see right here, they're going to combo double team. And I didn't get the end zone shot on this one. So you see right there, they buried this guy. The guard's coming off. And see, he shouldn't have come off the way we teach it, because has the Mike committed yet? Remember what we say, let backers choose who's going to block them. He takes his read step with 1, 2, but he's not up in here. You know, we teach them like the old history saying, the old legendary saying, don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes. Look, the whites of his eyes ain't nowhere near yet. You can't smell his breath. This cat is not in a hurry to fill that gap. So what you get? Boom. See, he made up his mind. He was coming off. See, that Mike just took that. The two guards right there said, brother, you don't have to take it serious, take it personal, but you gonna take it. And they got after his behind. Look at good double team here. Buried that tackle, or that DN. And then he comes off, and the way I see it, he didn't need to come off. Now, this is probably not their scheme. It just worked out that way. And I saw it, and I said, this is a good teaching point showing a really good football team doing something similar. And you can see it if you can just visualize what I'm talking about. These two here just lock on if this guy's out of the box. Now, this guy's over here. There's your combo. And they'll combo to right here. And then he wraps to right here. Okay, that way he's not running into anybody coming off a double team. They're double teaming somebody unrelated to who the guard's wrapping to. And you got a good football play. Watch. See right there? Buried. You got two guys at the point of attack on the ground. There he goes. Timber. Same play. Look at that. Look at that. Good football play. 21's a big old young to be playing D3 toting the football. He ought to have a stripe on his helmet. Some of you youth league coaches know what I'm talking about. You're over a certain weight, you got a stripe on your helmet, you're not allowed to run the football. That's a big old boy for D3. Good J block. Work your hip inside, J blocker. Good combo double team here. But look, his eyes are already off. Linebacker's not committed. He's not even in the frame. And, of course, good football play. I'm just saying, you got to, how you can make it perfect and also do it. And, look, the Will's out here, he's no-low contendere. Here's the same football play, diagram form. And you see what I'm talking about. They've got the Will way out here, but let's just say Mike's here, Will's over the B, right there. Y'all see what I'm talking about? And that thing hits right in here. You got a double team right here. You'll come off to the Will, and you'll wrap to the Mike. That way you don't worry about this guy coming right here. Just go ahead and say, hey, you've got that backside guard, which there isn't, backside linebacker, which there isn't one. Because I guess the trips over, the unbalanced trips out here has caused them to play this way. I don't know why. And maybe that's why, maybe they do block it the way that I talk about. It worked out great. I'm just saying the way I've shown you before, this is a good way to do it. That's it for this episode of Football Talk with Coach Chip. Remember now, they got all the freebies, all this stuff you see, plus more. If you want something and you don't see it on this list, ask me. I may have it. Okay, I've got so much stuff saved on hard drives and on computers, and sometimes it takes me a minute to find it. Contact me at siegel.chip@gmail.com, or you can hit me up at Coach Chip on Twitter/X. Be sure to like and share the video and subscribe to Football Talk with Coach Chip. I got something else to show you. I'm in a giving mood. It's the day after Christmas as I record this. Special Christmas gift, even though it's Boxing Day. Ask your Canadian friends what that means. This is a complete quick passing game. It's a deep dive into thing. Do we do all this stuff? Not in one game. Have we done everything that's in this? At some point. Some of it just made it to 7-on-7. Some of it never made it under Friday Night Lights. But that doesn't mean it's not good stuff. All right, and it's free. It's the Quick Passing Game by Football Talk with Coach Chip. It's yours free. You don't have to even subscribe. If you're one of the 50% that watch my videos faithfully, but never deigned to click the subscribe button, I don't know why, you can still have it. All you got to do is hit me up. You could be somebody just stumbled across this and said, oh, there's something free. And all I do is I'll send you an attachment. It'll be PDF form of the Quick Passing Game, yours to keep, yours to share. And you don't have to subscribe, but please do. It's the day after Christmas. It's the giving season. Why not? It doesn't cost anything. I mean, it's absolutely free. Speaking of free, this isn't free. $30 each. These are our publications. Big Book of Bucks, Offensive Line Manual, which is selling like crazy still. This time of year where coaches are looking for answers. Maybe you'll find some answers to questions you have, like what do we need to do? Let me go ahead and tell you, if you're undersized up front, this will be the best $30 you spend. If you want all three of them, send me 60, you get all three of them. Guys, this is probably 300 pages, counting all three of these, of nearly 40 years of coaching experience. All you got to do is hit me up and say, how do I get these copies? I'll send it to you right then and then tell you how you can pay for it. Because if you don't like it, you don't have to pay me. We use Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. All right, so if you liked it, Click on the thumbs up button for this episode, share it with your buddies, and subscribe to the channel. Again, I don't know why some folks don't subscribe to the channel and they watch it. Hey, you know what I'm going to say. Until next time, be elite.